This episode of FilmRiot is brought to you by Domain.com. Today on FilmRiot, we record things with Rob Krekel, sound things with mics. Welcome to FilmRiot, the show that takes the mystery out of the effects, techniques, going to some of your favorite Hollywood films. I'm your host, Ryan Conley, and today we're talking about recording audio. We're doing so with Rob Krekel, who is a sound designer that works for Sony's gaming division, that PlayStation-y goodness. He worked on The Last of Us doing sound design. He's insanely talented, did all the sound for proximity, and helped us record our last sound effects pack, the gun sound effect pack, which we already offered up to you guys, and you guys seem to be loving it. I know I'm loving it, and the reason we made that one is because I wasn't happy with what was out there as far as gun sounds that was even remotely affordable, so we made our own, and now we're doing it again, but this time with fight sounds. And I'm really excited about this one because we're going to be able to make it a lot more affordable for you guys, since this time we don't have to rent guns, buy ammo, or rent out a facility to then shoot those guns. It was much cheaper to make. It does cost money, but it was much cheaper to make, so we're going to be able to make it a lot more affordable. So that is very exciting. But while Rob was here, I decided to force him to give us tons of audio wisdom that we could then shove into your faces. So let's do exactly that. Shove his audio wisdom into your faces.
So in addition to using the pro level gear, we're also going to be using the H4n, which is a much friendlier intro level recorder. And when you're recording sound effects, it's really useful to use the built-in limiter that comes with the H4n. And basically what that's going to do is going to prevent your peaks from distorting. It's going to just basically compress them down just a little bit so that all those takes are going to be usable. If you're using the H4n to record your dialogue for any of your shorts, you can also use the limiter to prevent screams from clipping and creating that really nasty crackle that happens. In addition to that, there's also a low cut filter, which is extremely useful for recording dialogue because a lot of the times you're not recording something that has a lot of bass to it. And things that can have a lot of bass when you're recording dialogue is the boom pole shaking or moving or any slight wind that is coming through. When you turn the low cut filter on, it can help to eliminate a lot of that stuff and make your dialogue a lot cleaner.
We're going to be actually using a different kind of mic setup than you're probably used to seeing. This is called what's called a mid-side microphone setup, and it utilizes two mono microphones, one that's pointing forward and the other that points in two directions in a figure-8 pattern, this way and that way. And the reason why we do this is over a traditional stereo microphone. A traditional stereo microphone can get a wide field of sound, so left and a right, but it's usually not great at capturing things that are directly in front. This allows you to capture directly in front by using this mono mic, basically acts like a short shotgun, and then a wide field with the figure-8 pattern mono mic. And then you use a special plugin to matrix these things down into a stereo sound that has a much more focused center point while still maintaining a wider image than a regular mono mic.
This microphone is actually called a hydrophone. It's called a hydrophone because typically it's actually used to record things underwater. It's waterproof, it's completely sealed. And you may have heard recordings of it watching something like Planet Earth of dolphins or whales, that sort of thing. The other thing that's useful for is as a contact microphone. And this microphone comes with a little adapter, which I've taped down to this board. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to record the vibrations of whatever surface that it's attached to. It's very sensitive to low frequency vibrations, which is great when doing body falls, punches, that sort of thing. It really gives you that extra weight that you really want. In addition to what we're going to record with the other microphone, which is sort of the high end, more slappy bits. It's just another layer to add into the cake of sounds that you need when you're making fight sounds. One of the reasons why we're recording so many different impact types is because we want to build up basically a palette of sounds that we can use when we're creating the final punch or kick or slap or whatever it is that we need for our project. It's just like painting or anything else. You really want to just give yourself as much options as possible so that you can design exactly what you need for any given circumstance. What we're doing right now is we're going to be recording the top end elements of a punch. So these are the slappier elements, the skin elements.
How many was that?
That was 8.
Let's switch arms.
Make it feel real when you hear a punch in a movie. It's not the bass, not the big stuff, it's not the hyper-realistic stuff, this is more the realistic stuff. And it's exactly what you'd think of. It's loose fingers being thrown into a hand, it's loose fingers on your chest, in your gut, on your leg, various different clothing types. That is an element of reality that will help tie any punches that are like bigger sounding into reality, into the movie, and make it believable as well as like big and awesome. You gotta pay attention to where you're hitting. So like I said before, we're getting a bunch of, just a bigger palette of sounds, and metal objects like this crowbar and the lead pipe tend to have different character whether or not you're holding them firmly or not. And so when you don't, they ring out a bit more, and depending on the situation, if you want to like accentuate a hit with it, you may want that ring out, even though it may be unrealistic. It just will read to the audience that this is a metal thing, and ouch, that hurt. The duller version, which is if you have a clenched fist when you're hitting it, can also be really brutal sounding, but it doesn't read as clearly that it's metal sometimes, depending on like what the music is doing or what the scene is. So again, it's just more options for when we're making the sounds at the end of the day. Awesome. So we've moved on from impacts to whooshes, and we're recording various things here, as you can see. One of which is going to be cloth, and the reason why we're going to record cloth is because that's the most naturalistic thing that you're going to hear when somebody's going to be throwing a punch, right? You're going to hear sort of the expression of their cloth as their arm whooshes or their leg in their pants. And that's going to be, for certain circumstances, mixed in with like a dowel whoosh or a hose whoosh or whatever else to make it a little more hyper-real, a little more exciting, a little more fun. So we're getting, again, a bigger palette of sounds so we can mix and match these different elements to get the exact effect that we're looking for. Plain.
Dog.
So can you grab that?
Can I grab what?
The frozen bag of celery.
Okay.
Thanks.
I froze half of one of the bunches of celery. It's more for variation. It's going to give a different character to the snap. A lot of times celery can be very flexible. Freezing it freezes most of the water content. Celery is mostly water anyway. So it makes it much more brittle as opposed to bending. So it's just a different character. You can do lots of different things when you're trying to get gore sounds to try to change the character of whatever it is. Freezing is a good method.
Eris! Eris!
Yeah.
Made you some popcorn.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
What up, motherfucker?
Oh, that is not a giant toaster!
No.
I've never seen a toaster so big!
I am not a toaster.
You can speak, toaster?
Of course I can speak. I am an advanced technological being for the
Speak
purpose of...
toaster. But where does the toast go?
I am not a f***ing toaster.
My word, what languages! You should be ashamed of your bread toasted self!
I will kill you and display your organs as a warning for looters.
Ew, what do your buttons do?
They are for the purpose of advanced...
I must push one.
No, they are not toys for children.
Not a children's person, I'm a grown-up person.
Do not touch me.
Just one little push.
No, I am a serious robotic being for the purpose of serious
Let it
business.
happen.
No, I forbid it.
Fine. That's nice.
My main purpose is to spread the news of domain.com.
Oh, do you need a girlfriend?
What does that have to do with the glory of domain.com?
You use domain.com, you get a girlfriend.
No.
Yes.
Negative.
The opposite of negative.
You use domain.com for web hosting and domain names.
Oh, and don't forget the domain discovery service. It helps you pick a name that's good.
Yes, and their reliable hosting plans are the
And
bestest.
don't forget you can save 15% off your domain names and web hosting this by using
The coupon code FilmRiot at checkout. I feel in you a kindred spirit. Perhaps we should be the best of friends for all of time, and we can get an apartment together.
And domain.com gets you a girlfriend.
Motherfucker.
You have such a potty mouth that I think I should take a poo in it.
Ew.
So where does the bread go?
For the last time, I am not a device for toasting toast.
What's toast? You can't toast toast. That'd be extra toasted toast. Toast just toast bread. You're weird.
When you think domain names, think domain.com.
Okay, I will. Oh, a weird thing.
Oh, how dare you! I told you I am not a toaster for toast. Oh, I don't feel well. I feel sort of sick. Oh dear. Ah! Motherfucker.
Logo. So that's it for today. Massive thank you to Rob Krekel for coming in and helping out. You can follow him on Twitter right here, which you should do because he's awesome. But also, we have a lot of our shirts back in stock, which you guys have been asking about. We have this one, this one, this one, and this one for your sexy bodies to place upon them. I'm loving the VFX or die shirt. It's one of my favorite designs that we've done so far. You can also follow us on our Triune Apparel Twitter right here. We're gonna be giving away random free goodies to our followers on that Twitter, like digital downloads, signed stuff, t-shirts, things like that, just to thank you guys. Plus you keep updated with all the merchandising stuff that we're up to and what have you. But that's it, and I'll see you guys next week when I say the line, F them if they can't take a joke. And then I push a button, and then the thing comes, and I die like a bath.
Shower, robot eating breakfast. Robots take an hour to decide what to dress in.
Done? No. I heard you. Fine.